What's up, guys? I'm doing a quick update here because I'm painting my Kriss Vector. I just want to show you the tools that I'm using. Here they are. Basically, I'm painting the stock and the lower receiver. This is the type of paint I'm using. Rust-Oleum camouflage, bought it at Walmart. Here is the mesh that I use for the snakeskin pattern. So here is the lower receiver. You can see it. I taped it up really well. Even taped around the triangle there. Taped around these black pieces, the rails. I have these furniture. These go on the bottom of furniture on chairs and stuff. I stuck them all over the round holes and everything. I put the snakeskin. So basically, it's an OD green. I used brown around the edges to give it some definition, and black for a snakeskin pattern. So I think it's going to look awesome on the gun. Be back in a moment to show you what it looks like on the gun. Alright guys, so you see here now peeling off the tape. I'm using an X-Acto knife. You just have to be real careful, let the paint dry for a good amount of time. And the thing with painting your gun is that the more time you spend taping it up in the beginning, taping it real nicely, you'll get the dividends at the end. It'll look really good. Like for instance here, where you can see, hopefully you can see this, where I've gone around, taped around the corners really nicely, and so it looks really good. So here's a good example where I spent a lot of time taping this part, and let's see what it looks like when I remove the tape. There we go. So this part in here, that indented part, is all blacked out. Here's another good example of where I taped up a lot of stuff. This one here, I formed it up very nicely on the inside of that, and look how good that looks. That looks perfect in there. That's so cool. Here's one where I formed it up around the V very carefully. Took a lot of time, and then boom, V comes out perfect. And then this little one over here. Look at that. Big one. Alright, so here's the gun all assembled back together again. You can see it's just very subtle. I didn't want something that was going to stand out a whole lot. You can see the snakeskin pattern here on the stock, on the lower receiver. Turn it around. Here we are. Very subtle. It's like when you come back here, it just looks like something, you know, that's not your typical Vector. Just a little bit different than everybody else's.